Hello everyone. I hope everyone's week is off to a fantastic start. It is simply gorgeous out here today, so I had to sign off the computer a little early and get outside for a little stroll. Hey Ryan, how are you? So my day started with quite a bit of self-doubt. You know, it creeps in every now and again, and sometimes it can take over and ruin a day, but I was determined not to let it. So after really reflecting on why the self-doubt had crept in and what was going on, and thinking about really why I do what I do and why it's important to me, it kind of reignites things and gets that self-doubt out of my head. So what starts off as a not so great day, we can redirect our thoughts. And a lot of times when we get back to focusing on our why, that's the best way to redirect our thoughts. And we have to feel our feelings, and we have to experience them, and we shouldn't just pretend like everything's okay when it's not, or try to ignore the negative thoughts when they come, because that's life. Life isn't always perfect and happy and positive, and that's okay. We definitely shouldn't ignore it. And I know I'm all about positive thinking and positive living, and giving off positive vibes whenever I can. Reality of life is there's some crappy days, and there's some days that start with self-doubt and negative thoughts, and it's okay. But the important thing is being aware of these things and reflecting and assessing and processing and moving forward from that. I'm literally just roaming around the outdoor shopping place right now, but it's just so nice out. I didn't care. So I did a lot of reflecting and thinking about why I do what I do and why I'm so passionate about helping women, specifically moms, and specifically, the mom-to-be, pregnant women. And ultimately, it's because, I want to reach the kids, the children. When I had Scarlett, I'm pretty open about the fact that I did not enjoy that pregnancy. I was scared. I did not want my life to change. I hated the thought of it changing, and I knew it was going to change. And I had my heels dug in the sand and was resistant to it all because I was scared, basically. It all came from fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of change, fear of losing my identity and what my life was going to look like as a mom, on top of going through, a health issue and crisis at the time, identity crisis, leaving my career behind. I had a lot going on. So that pregnancy for me was not enjoyable. And the fact that I vowed to never have kids again before I even had her, makes me sad to think about now. But I've released the guilt from that and have moved on, because I know it doesn't serve me to feel that way. But it only really adds fuel to my fire when it comes to why I do what I do, and reflecting on my why, and ultimately wanting to reach the kids. Because for me, my aha moment and transformation started because I realized I needed to be the best me for Scarlett, and for her to have the chance to have the best life possible. Because ultimately, what's best for me, what's best for the mama, is what's best for your baby and your kids, and how it's so important for us to put ourselves first. And why I'm so passionate about reaching the mom-to-be is because we think we have kids, we want to give them the best life. We want to buy them the best clothes, the best schools, all of the activities that we can possibly fit into our busy schedules. But in reality, giving them the best life starts when you're pregnant and starts when they're conceived, really, because all of our behaviors and thoughts and actions and everything when we're pregnant, and even before we get pregnant, will ultimately affect them. So, we think about managing our stress, and it's super important when you're pregnant, because otherwise you're transferring this to your baby. And even if you're, watching like a scary movie, it's stressful, and the baby doesn't know that you're just watching it for entertainment. But all of that stress, gets transferred to them. And our diet and all of that. I'm not perfect by any means. I do not eat a perfect diet all the time, especially when you're pregnant. It can be tough. All sorts of weird cravings. We do the best we can. But yeah, ultimately giving your child the best start and the best life starts when you're pregnant. So ultimately, that's why I'm so passionate about helping pregnant women, because I want to reach the kids, because, not to sound cliche, but they are our future, and the only way to really ensure that our world goes in a healthy, productive way is if we teach our kids to be healthy and mindful, and how to eat well, and how important it is to eat real food, and how to take care of themselves. And the way we do this is by taking care of ourselves first. So this morning, what started off as a day where I was feeling kind of crappy, I had to turn it around and take care of myself so I can be the best me, not only for me, but for my kids, and for the little bambino growing inside me now. So when you have a tough day, when the self-doubt kicks in, when the negative thoughts kick in, the best thing to do is remember your why, whatever it is. Whether you have kids or not, always remember your why, and always think about taking care of yourself first and foremost. Like, whether you have kids or not, you are number one. You need to be taken care of, because once you're taken care of, you can serve the world and everyone in it from a really deep place of love and appreciation. And that's, let's face it, that's what this world needs more of, some love, and it starts within ourselves. So that's why I do what I do, and why I'm so passionate about helping moms and pregnant women lead mindful lives, so I can ultimately, we can reach the kids, and we can lead by example, and really truly give them the best life possible, without thinking that means nice clothes, fancy shoes, and every gadget known to man. We want to teach them good habits and bring them into this world in a calm and peaceful environment, and that ultimately starts when you're pregnant. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my walk on this beautiful day. As you can see, the sky is super blue, and there's always something about a nice day that really lifts the mood. So if it's nice where you are, even if it's not, get outside, take some time, get some fresh air, a little vitamin D, and take care of yourself. And with that, I'll be leaving you, and I'll see you lovely people soon. Bye.